Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to take a little break from all of the Indian food that I've been sharing on the channel lately, and today I'm going to share a delicious spicy pumpkin soup. This soup comes together in a pot. You could absolutely go ahead and roast your vegetables beforehand, but this is my take on a simple weeknight dinner that comes together in no time whatsoever. So let's get started with the ingredients. For this recipe, you're going to need 500 to 600 grams of fresh pumpkin chopped into small cubes, 2 small onions or 1 medium-sized onion thinly sliced. You're also going to need 150 grams of capsicum chopped into small pieces, half a sweet potato chopped into small pieces, 2 cups of vegetable stock. You could alternatively use chicken, beef or mushroom stock. We will need 3 garlic cloves chopped finely, some salt, some pepper, 1 bay leaf, 1 red chili chopped and de-seeded, some spring onion, roughly 3 tablespoons, and 1 tablespoon of fresh rosemary. By heating up roughly 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil in a large sauce pot. Once the oil is hot, add in your onions and sweat these through. You'll need a pinch of salt to help this along. Once the onions are slightly translucent, add in the pumpkin and sweet potato. If you're using regular potatoes, now is the time to add it in. Now push aside the pumpkin and sweet potato mixture to the sides, letting the oil seep through into the gap. To this oil, add in your garlic and let it fry for about 30 seconds before mixing everything through. This will give you a really nice toasted garlic flavour through the soup. After cooking the pumpkin and sweet potato for about 3 to 5 minutes, as they start to soften down, add in the capsicum. If you're using ingredients like tomato, now is the time to add that in. Also add in all of the rosemary, half of the spring onions, and about 1/3 of the chili, depending on how hot you like your soup. You can always add more chili as a garnish later on, so keep it mild in the soup. Mix everything through and let everything cook really well. After about 10 minutes of cooking, the sweet potato and pumpkin are just starting to caramelize, which means they're ready for the stock. Add in all of the stock in one go and mix everything through. Now add in the bay leaf and mix through into the stock. For a soup recipe, my top tip is to actually keep roughly 2 to 3 cups of water on standby. I've added in an extra cup of water because I felt like it needed more liquid, but it's completely up to you. Once the pot has reached a boil, pop a lid on your pot and let everything boil for at least 10 to 15 minutes. We want the pumpkin and sweet potato to soften down completely so that they can mash really easily. So the soup has been simmering for 15 minutes now, and you can see when I break into the pumpkin using my wooden spoon, it breaks apart really easily. To chop this up, I'm going to add another cup of water before blitzing it through with my hand mixer. One thing to note before adding the soup to a blender or using the stick blender is to remove that bay leaf. This is not going to break down with the blender, so it's really important you remove this and throw it away after using it. After 5 minutes with the stick blender, I'm really happy with the consistency of the soup. Give it a quick taste test and adjust for seasoning at this point. Bring the soup to a boil and let it simmer for about 5 minutes. This will ensure that some of that excess water will evaporate away. And now we're ready to plate up. To garnish your soup, you can use a variety of different toppings. In the video today, I'll be using a little dash of cream, some spring onions that I saved from earlier, some chili I saved from earlier, some chili oil, and a little bit of fried onions. You could also use a little splash of olive oil or some yogurt as well. And that's it. How amazing do these bowls of soup look? Not only do they look amazing, they taste incredible. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what else you want to see here, and I will see you guys next week with a brand new video.